So this is a period, age number 1, according to Dr. Andres, not only of socio-economic progress, but also the very entrenchment, the definition of democracy in this country comes during this period. Challenges, even with regard to that, come during age number 2. I think this is a distinction that we need to make. Even in the context of voting on the 29th of May, I think we need to understand that context in order to be able to know who are we voting for. Who are these people? I am sure that all of us in this hall, being very educated people, I'm sure all of us have read the report of the Nugent Commission on SARS. Comrade President, I'm sure you've read it. You remember, colleagues, that what happened was, again, we're back to this age 1 and age 2. There was a certain period when the South African revenue was outperforming itself in terms of collections. We would always see this thing that there would be a forecast to say that SARS will collect R1 billion this year. At the end of the financial year, it's $1 billion plus. For a number of years, it was like this. And then during age 2, it went the opposite direction. SARS started underperforming. So that raised a question. Clearly, there is something wrong. What is wrong? That's how the Nugent Commission of Inquiry, Judicial Commission, was appointed by President Ramaphosa to answer this question: what has gone wrong? I don't know if there's anybody here who would like to help me to say what does the commission say? I'm looking for a hand. The Nugent Commission says, obviously I'm summarizing, that some people took a decision to destroy the institution. Now, all of us will recall that what has happened during, for instance, the proceedings of the Zondo Commission. There's been a big focus on the matter of looting. For instance, state corporations, whether it's Denel or Eskom or the Transnet and so on, a lot of looting. The Gupta brothers and all of that. In this case of SARS, there was no looting. The Zondo, the Nugent Commission says there were people who took a decision to destroy the institution. Now that's a very remarkable statement in my view. Because SARS is responsible for 95–98% of state revenues. You destroy SARS, you destroy the democratic state. And yet there were people who took a decision to do exactly that. So the Nugent Commission report, which I'm sure all of us have read, gives in great detail what is it that happened to destroy this institution. In reality, committee, the alarm sounded by the underperformance in terms of revenues was because of the success of the program to destroy the institution. So in that sense, the people who had taken the decision to destroy the institution, they also provided the key to alert all of us to say there's something that's going wrong, which was what led to the formation of the Nugent Commission. Now, some of us, after reading the Nugent Commission report, one of the things that stood out was the absence of looting. Because here's the state agency, it collects all these billions of rand. And you would think that one of the targets that would be to steal. No, the intention was not to steal, but to destroy the institution. I think that tells us something. How do we explain that? That there would be people who would deliberately set out to seek an outcome of that kind. These are obviously people who are hostile to the very existence of that democratic state. They don't want it to succeed. So they intervene. If we take away these revenues, it won't be possible for the state to succeed. I'm saying it must be that there are people, those people, were people who didn't like our democracy and wanted something else. I think what the importance of that Nugent Commission report is that it actually communicated a very important message which all of us in South Africa should understand. Exactly this central point, that there were certain people in the country who deliberately set out to destroy this democratic state. Therefore, it's not everybody who celebrated 1994. There's certainly, to some of our fellow citizens, 1994 represented a defeat. And they did not accept that it's going to be a defeat. So it was a temporary defeat for them, but they knew that in time we will win. The message I'm saying, colleagues, it stands out, it's very stark in the Nugent Commission report. But I know the majority of us in this room here are hearing what I'm saying as new news. Yeah. Fortunately, it's not fake news. And part of the reason you are hearing it as new news is because for some reason, which I can't understand, the content of that report has not been widely reported in our media. It hasn't. The Zondo Commission looked again at the SARS issue. They looked at the outcome of the Nugent Commission of Inquiry on SARS, and they said, we agree with what that commission says and its outcomes. But we are going to look at the same question again because it's imperative in terms of our own mandate. And they did. The Zondo Commission looked at the SARS matter, continued from where Nugent had left off. And now this is one of the extraordinary conclusions in the Zondo Commission report. That, as all of us know, the Zondo Commission report has been now in the public domain for, what, 2 years or something? The Nugent one has been on the public domain since 2018. And clearly all of us have read it, the Nugent report. And I'm quite sure all of us have read the Zondo Commission report. The Zondo Commission report, among its conclusions on the SARS matter, says one of the people who played a leading role in the effort to destroy SARS was the President of the Republic of South Africa. That's a strange conclusion. Fortunately, I was not president at the time. The Zondo Commission says, in terms of all of the evidence that we've received, one of the things that stands out is that the President of the Republic made certain that he was one of the leading people in terms of the SARS processes and in terms of the ESCOM processes. It's in the Zondo Commission report, it's in the public domain. And yet again, we have this strange phenomenon. Comrade President, that what I'm now saying about what the Zondo Commission says about who was responsible for this attempt to destroy SARS includes the President of the Republic. That is new news. It isn't. And of course, you know who the President was. And it says so in black and white, Jacob Zuma was part of the leadership in the process to destroy SARS. That's not my opinion. I'm telling you what the Zondo Commission says. I'm telling you what the Zondo Commission says. Now, that's a bit of a conundrum. That you would have the President of the Republic of South Africa participating in a process to destroy the institution that gives them the means to govern. That's a kind of contradiction. It's a contradiction that then raises a question. Who indeed is this president? Because there is no way you are going to be able to square the circle that the President of the Republic of South Africa acts to destroy the South African Revenue Service. Either the Zondo Commission is entirely wrong, or we are dealing with somebody who is entirely wrong.